Hello, it's the end of the week, so I'm gonna take you to Bodmin Moor in UK. So it's around 25-kilometer route and has 532 meters of climbing, and nothing shouldn't be too much. The maximum gradients of 15%, so I hope it doesn't take me more than about 55 minutes to do. But knowing previous roads, as I live on an island, it's gonna be picturesque and it's gonna be hard, especially for today. But I'll keep you posted how I'm gonna go. Kilometers in now, and done around 100 meters of climbing, and somebody called Susan Suo has started racing me. My legs won't be up to any racing today, but it's good that well, I have company, I guess. So otherwise I will be riding with my 8 ghost riders. But landscape is really beautiful again, picturesque, like I said in the beginning. It's narrow country lanes, so if anybody from outside UK will visit, just be careful and remember to ride on the left hand side. Just saying. And I'm now approaching Redgate Hill, which is 3.2 kilometers long and has 112 meters of climbing. And here we go. Just around 800 meters till the go to the very end of the Strava segment. They always a bit too hard, those climbs in a countryside. So it's very hard to find a rhythm. They're not like continuous climbs, they're just ramps, and there are even a little bit of a downhilly bits, but they always get you. That was a wrap. Quite happy that I don't need to, well, quite happy that there is a downhill now coming. That was harder than it looked on the map, but that was Britannese. Hence I go so rarely to Surrey Hills, even though I live quite close. So yeah, now it's well earned respite on its way.
Didn't have a number, obviously, so just goes to show you how warm it is at the moment. Well, I hope that poor old Victor on the channel, he doesn't look, rewatch this cover back, so I was doing the graphics, giving the rubbish out.
It is really picturesque though. Now that I've
This place on the bike.
caught my breath again. It's really picturesque, but hard. Hard and narrow.
40 seconds.
But really cool.
You see the peloton approaching and cutting the gap to just over half a minute. Speed! Your last lap. And everything.
Just loving the scenery and the way this road goes. Because now all the uphill sections are very steep, at least for me. But they are just short enough to blow up. So currently I'm just cruising downhill again, even though I was struggling momentarily uphill around 12 kilometers in. So if you're on a road, you know what I'm saying.
So we had the control of sprinter teams of Sudan, Quick Step into Marching, should have come second in the black, but since we've been on this circuit or coming into this circuit, they haven't, put there at the end of it. And it's over for the minute. In fact, one of the riders who helped keep it together. X trying to move up, remember, an A and another Christoph. Not in the shake-up, was he in the final kilometre? First race of the season for the men.
I almost forgot to mention that after that winding downhill a bit, quite often when I race time trials in the UK, they are basically everywhere, but some of the courses, sportive ones, are on narrow country lanes, and you literally come down them on your bike 60-65 k's per hour, and you don't necessarily have any idea. Is it a tractor or somebody overtaking another cyclist or a car around the corner? Now that I'm thinking of it, I think it keeps things positive or interesting, sorry. I think it keeps things interesting. What I forgot to mention is that when I race time trials in UK, quite a few of them, with all honesty, are on a dual carriageway or so on. But then you do have these sportive courses as well, and you are literally, like you just saw, on a country lane coming downhill 60 k's per hour. It's a narrow road, and a worst case is you have no idea whether there is a tractor, some kind of animal, or a car behind the corner. Luckily I have not recorded any accidents that I've heard of. But it just now dawned on me, like, but that's life, I guess.
Shaw's getting control of things on the front of the education easy. Just see the top still riders. Just trying to get around.
14%. Loving it.
Coming back to the front, not at the speed that these guys are to the last lap. We get to that final lap, just imagine if the side on the opposite side of the road here, between the 180 on the big wide road that's comes down from between and that nasty.
Whew. Right, roughly around 8 kilometers to go. I've climbed almost 400 meters now, so the latter part seemed to be a bit more even as a gradient one. There is one steep bit still to come, but I think it's not going to be a huge issue because it's just after a steep downhill a bit, so you can carry quite a lot of speed, which I will be doing, as I don't want to be on my first gear again, grinding it up.
I think when we come into the last lap, it's already changing here, fighting for this corner. Just look at how they're having a fight to get at the front. Look at what's happened to the gap. It's been hard already, just a few pedal strokes. Right turn coming up. It's the next race again.
And downhill we go. This suits me quite well.
All back together again. We're into the final couple of laps. The X, one of the viewers, I think the majority
of climbing to do in 4 kilometers. It ain't flat, that's for sure. It ain't flat.
Victory for Antamarché in Palma. And it is Kerman Dyson with his first victory of the season. It was chaotic in the end on those final couple of turns. But he made his move. And in the end, once he hit the front side, there was really no challenger at all. No, you look good. You look good, but I think I don't know, there was a couple of corners and things like that. They just made it a little bit more dangerous. But a good win for Antamarché. They had a tremendous start to the season last year, and this is a good one for them. And you lay Kerman Dyson amazing, and it's worked. The master of their competition, and he has his first victory of the season. No wonder they're happy, because that was a really, really tough few minutes of racing. This is how it went, Brian. First there were issues here, left-hand side, you could look, there's a rider banging the bars, then they came around the corner. This is when that 30 radio seemed to say he has an issue, so he's out of it. And there's a
Whew. So, just finished the Bodmin Moor ride, and well, what can I say? It's another good one, but it's not as easy as I thought. I don't know really what I was thinking, with all honesty to you, because it says clearly 25.7 kilometers and 532 meters of climbing. That means that there is a lot of short climbs, as Britain is really lumpy, and you're constantly on these kind of country lanes, and you can feel how close the cars come, and how fast you really go, especially on the downhill bits. And like I said earlier, it's kind of funny when you are racing and you are on the country lanes and doing the time trials. You don't really think about it, but all I was thinking that, what if there is a tractor? What if there is a car? What if there is some kind of animal on the road? You wouldn't stand a chance. But I think that's kind of the interesting part, I guess you can call it, of cycling. So yeah, overall, very happy again that I did it. This was the course of the day. Sorry, my washing machine is just on, if you can hear that. and I do recommend again, so upwards as onwards. Let's see where you can find me next.